Okay, screen is visible. Okay, screen is visible. Sorry. Now screen is visible. Respond anyone. Screen is visible now. Okay, thank you. Thank you, 5 dear. 568. Okay, 520. Only 100 students, 108 students are joined. CRs, inform your classmates join quickly. E-section CR. E-section CR. Chaitanya, are you there? Chaitanya, are you there? E-section CR. Okay. Inform the classmates. Okay. Okay. Last class, last week we discussed about the predicates and quantifiers. Okay, we discussed it last class. Predicates and quantifiers one day and nested quantifiers. Okay, these two topics are discussed last week. Okay, in first unit we discussed about the propositional statements. Okay, propositional and truth tables, logical equivalence, we discussed about the tautology and contradiction. These are the topics we have covered in first unit up to now. Okay, now today we discuss about the rule of inferences. Rule of inferences. In rule of inferences, we are using the tautology concept. Okay, tautology concept. Okay, all of you know what is the tautology. Okay, the output is true. That is the tautology. Output is true. All outputs of the in truth table is true. It is a tautology. Okay, false, contradiction. Okay, you know all of that. Today we discuss about the rule of inferences. Rules of inferences. Okay, topic is rules of inferences. Okay, rules of inferences. Okay, first we know the what is argument. Generally, what are the arguments? Generally, what are the arguments? Arguments are a sequence of statements end with some conclusion. A sequence of statements end with a conclusion. Okay, a sequence of statements end with some conclusion is called a argument. A sequence of statements end with some conclusion. The conclusion is called a argument. Okay, this sequence of statements is called a premises. Premises. Yes, sequence of statements. Okay, for example, statement 1, statement 2, and statement 3, and statement 4, finally some conclusion. After the statement, we came with some conclusion. These, except the conclusion, remaining statements is called a premises. Remaining statements is called a premises. Premises of the statements. Okay, last one is called a conclusion. This is the conclusion. Okay, see one example. Okay, all of you know what is the argument. Argument means a sequence of statements end with a conclusion is called a argument. A sequence of statements end with a conclusion is called a argument. Okay, for okay, the argument is valid or not. How to decide the argument is valid or not? The conclusion is we conclude the argument with all these statements. From the premises of the statements, the conclusion is called a valid conclusion. Without refer the premises, that is not valid. That is not a valid conclusion. Okay, the conclusion came out some conclusion from the statements or from the premises of the arguments is called a valid conclusion. Valid argument is called a valid argument. Okay, here I see the one valid argument. An example. Okay, see the statement. If you have a current password, then you can log onto the network. Okay, that is the first statement. If you then you can log onto the network. That is the first statement. The second statement is you have a current password. You have a current password. Okay, these two are the premises of the argument. Therefore, after therefore statement is a conclusion. Generally, after premises, we conclude some statement. That is the therefore, or that is or therefore. You can log onto the network. Okay, this is the conclusion. Okay, after therefore statement is the conclusion statement. Here premises, observe the premises. What is the first premise? First statement, you have a current password, then you can log into the network. That is the statement. Second statement, you have a current password. Okay, you have a current password. Now what is the conclusion? General conclusion, If you have your current password, then you can log into the network. That is the statement. Next statement, you have your current password. So if you have your current password, you can log into the network. This is the valid. This is the valid argument or not? Respond in chat box. This is the valid or not? This argument is valid argument or not? This conclusion from the premises or not? Yes, valid. This conclusion, we are conclude the state argument from the statements. From these statements, what are the statements? You have your current password, then you can log into the network. So next statement is you have your current password. So we conclude the argument. You can log into the network. So it is the valid argument. Valid argument means it is a conclusion from the statements. Okay. Okay. Note down. Note down. Okay, after noted, respond in chat box. Then I can go to the next. Okay, in this argument, we are represent the statements with letters. Okay, with letters are propositional variables. Okay, for example, here you have a current password is represented with some P. Here P represent the you have a current password. If Q represent the you can log on to the network. You can log on to the network Q. Okay, in previous slide, what is the first statement? What is the previous statement? If you have a current password, then you can log into the network. So how to represent this statement with propositions, with the symbols, proposition symbols? Respond in chat box. If you have a current password, then you can log into the network. Okay, how to represent this statement symbols? Here you have your current password is represented with P. You can log into the network represented with the Q. So here if and if then. Okay, very good. 8G, very good. It is represented with this statement is represented with P implies Q. P is the you have your current password. Q is the you can log into the statement. P implies Q means if you have a current password, then you can log into the network. Second statement is what is the second statement? Second statement only if you have your current password. So it is P. So you have a sorry you have your current password is P. So what is the conclusion here? You can log into the network. You can log into the network is Q. So this statement is this is represented with P implies Q. This is represented with P. This represents with Q. Now what are the statements? P implies Q. Next statement is Q. The conclusion, final conclusion is sorry. Here the first one is P implies Q. Next one is what is the previous? Next one is P only. P only. So P implies Q. The second statement is P. What is the conclusion? Q only. So you have a if you have a current password, then you can log into the network. That is the P implies Q. Second statement is if you have a current password. So what is the conclusion? You can log into the network. This is the conclusion. Okay. Here P implies Q and P is called a premises of the argument. This Q is the conclusion. Q is the conclusion. Okay, this is represented. P implies Q and next P the conclusion. Therefore, Q is represented here. P implies Q. Next statement, statement one. Next statement. These statements are combined with and. Combined with and. So P and Q and with P. Next conclusion statement is connected with conditional arrow. Okay, conditional arrow. What the next one is Q. This is represented like this. P implies Q the first statement that is connected with the second statement with and the final conclusion statement is connected with the arrow. So this is the valid statement when these values are true. These values are true means tautology. It is a tautology case. It is valid. Okay, P implies Q and P implies Q is equal to tautology. It is a valid. See the what is the for example. If you have a current password, you can log into the network. So here the you have the current password means true. So you can log into the network is true in this case. Tree implies tree, and what is the P value now? True. So both true. Next one we come to next Q. What is the Q value here? It is also true. So here true, it is a true. True and true is a true. Okay. True and true also true. Next true implies true also true. So it is a tautology or not? Respond in chat box. Here you have your current password is true. You can log into the network also true. Both are true case. P implies Q. Okay, okay, very good. 520, very good. Okay. P implies Q and P here connected with Q. This is written like this. P statements are connected with and conclusion is connected with arrow. So Q. Here P is true, Q is true. So P arrow tree. What is the value? Both are true means true. And here P value true. P value true means it is a true. So both are true means and both are true. So here what is the Q true. So both are true. So arrow true is also true. So it is tautology. So this is one rule of inference. Okay, note down. Okay. For example, there are the number of statements S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, etc. Some Sn. Therefore, some conclusion of n. Some conclusion of n. This is written in the symbolical with the connectivities. How to Separate this one with connectivities S1 and S2 and S3, and each statement is connected with the and S4 and etc and Sn. What is the conclusion? Cn. Okay, arrow Cn. This is represented with this like this. Note down. Okay. There are some rule of inferences formulas are there. I write the formulas first and explain each formula with some examples. Okay. Here, rule of inference. The tautology form, and they have some names. So name of the rule of inference. The first one is okay. First one here, some P implies Q, therefore Q. Okay, P implies Q are the premises of the argument. The conclusion is Q. Okay, what is the tautological representation? P and with P implies Q, therefore Q. This is the tautological representation. So the premises are enclosed in brackets, square brackets, for understanding purpose. Okay, this name is called a modus ponens. This name is called a modus pons. Modus pons. MODUS. Modus. Note down that the important. P implies P, the first statement. Next statement is P implies Q. Conclusion is Q. Okay, you take the P and Q, both are the truths. Okay, just sample check the general. So both are truths. So both are truths means it is a true. So it is a true. So it is true. So it is true means it is a tautology. Okay. Note down. Modus ponens, note down. P implies Q. Conclusion is Q. Okay, previous example. Here, previous example. See the previous example. Here, P implies Q and P. This is represented with P implies Q and P. What is the answer is P. Okay. Here and get here P and Q equal to Q and P, not a problem. So P implies Q, P means P implies Q and with P. Okay, if they are the first P, next P implies Q. These two are the same. P implies and P and Q. Both are same. What is the answer? P implies Q, P is the Q. We are seeing the statement. If you have the current password, if you have the current password, then you can log into the network. You have your current password. What is the conclusion? You can log into the network. That is the P implies Q, P, you got the Q. Okay, or P implies Q, Q. Okay, statements order is changed, not a problem. Okay, there is and is conjunct. Okay, second formula. Second one, modus tollens. The rule of inference. Negation Q, the first statement is negation Q, P implies Q. Conclusion is negation P. Conclusion is negation P. The previous one is P implies Q, Q is the conclusion. Here negation Q, P implies Q. What is the conclusion? Negation P. Okay, what is the tautological representation? Respond in chat box. What is the tautological representation of this statement? Respond in chat box. What is the tautological representation of this argument? Negation Q, P implies Q. Conclusion is negation P. Respond in chat box. No one responded yet. You don't know how to write the tautology statement. Statements are connected with and, conclusion connected with arrow. Okay, negation Q and P implies Q implies negation P. 568, very good. Okay, 520 implies negation P, very good. So first two statements are connected with the statements or premises are connected with the and, negation Q and P implies Q. This is conclusion is connected with the arrow. So negation P. The name is modus tollens. Okay, note down. Modus tollens. Okay, note down. Negation Q, P implies Q is negation P. So this statement is like the previous example. From the previous example, what is the previous example? First note down. If you have current password, then you can log into the network. you have not a current password, then what is the conclusion? You cannot log into the network. Modus tollens, this is called a modus tollens. Here see the statement. You cannot log on to the network if you have a current password, then you can log on to the network. Okay, these are the statements. What is the conclusion? Here you cannot log into the network. You cannot log into the network. So this is the negation. Okay, in this in previous example, we are represent the you have P is represent the you have a current password. Q represent the you can log into the network. P represent the you have a current password. You have a current password. Q represent the you can log on to the network. You can log on to the network. Okay, now you cannot log on to the network means it is the negation Q. If you have a current password, then you can log into the network means P implies Q. Okay, what is the conclusion? You cannot have the you cannot log into the network means you cannot you have not a current password. You have not a current password. So you have not a current password means negation P. So you have not a current password. Okay, note down. Negation Q, P implies Q, therefore negation of P. Okay, I write the all laws one by one. Okay, next, you know the what are the out the rule of inference are correct. You have the idea. I write the directly the rule of inferences. Note down. Next, explain the problems. Okay, we have seen the mode of opponents, modus tollens, the two names of the rule of inferences. Now, hypothetical syllogism. Okay, this rule of inference. Okay, this is the very important rule of inference. Okay, first one, note down. P implies Q, one's first statement. Next one is Q implies R. Therefore, conclusion is P implies R. P implies Q, Q implies R. Conclusion is P implies R. Okay. A tautology is P implies Q and with Q implies R. Okay. These are the premises. What is the conclusion? Conclusion is P implies R. This name is called a hypothetical syllogism. Okay, note down. Explain the letter. Next rule of inference is P R Q. P R Q. And second statement is negation of P. The conclusion is Q. P R Q and P. Conclusion is Q. Okay, in tautological form, P R Q and negation P implies Q. This is called a disjunctive syllogism. Okay, note down. Disjunctive syllogism. Captain, note down. Respond in chat box. Then I go to the next. Don't feel bored. These are the rules. Next, we solve the problems. Very good. Okay, next one. Next one is addition. Okay, only one statement P. That is the conclusion is PRQ. Okay, P. Conclusion is PRQ. So the total is P implies PRQ. This name is called a addition. Okay, we can add any proposition with some proposition with R means anyone is first one is true, all other but overall is it is a true. So next one P and Q is the first statement. P and Q is the statement. Only conclusion is P only. If the P is true, P and Q becomes a true. Okay, when depend on the Q value. Okay, P. So it is P and Q. The what is the form P and Q implies P. This name is called a simplification. Okay. Here we added the one more, so that's why it is the addition. Here we conclude with only P only, so it is a simplification. Its name is called a simplification. Next one, okay, note down this two. Note down this two. Okay, there are the two more rule of inferences. Okay, first one P. Another statement is Q. PQ. The conclusion is both are true. So P and Q. So here P is the one connected with the and P and Q. Okay, these are the premises. These are connected with the P and Q. Okay, this is named as a conjunction. Last one is P R Q negation P R R. Okay, P R Q and second statement is negation P R R. Now P negation P cancel like that. Q R R. So what is the tautological form? P implies Q and negation P R R implies to Q R R. His name is called a resolution. Note down. Okay. I explained with one example how to solve these problems. Here directly I write the premises first. I directly with the symbols. First one problem. Next to go to the statement wise problems. Okay. Here the statements are like this. An example: negation P and Q. The statements R implies P and negation R implies S and S tends to T. S tends to T. The conclusion is T. Okay. Negation P and Q and negation P and Q is the first statement. Negation P and Q is the first statement. Second one is R implies P. Negation R implies S and S tends to T. Final conclusion is T. So it is a valid means we solve these all statements and we get the T, then it is valid. So first using the rule of inferences and conclude the statement. So first one negation P implies Q. negation P implies Q. Okay, how to solve this one by one. The first one is write the first one, negation P and Q. Okay, it is the first one. Next one, uh, sorry, the statement is wrong. Okay, I explain. The statements are like this: negation P and Q. The first one is next negation P. Next one is R implies P. Next one is negation R. Next one is negation R implies S. Okay, sorry, negation P and Q. R implies P. Next, negation R implies S, and S implies T. Okay, conclusion is T. Okay, come to the first one. Okay, statement one, statement two, statement three, statement four. Okay, first come to the first one, negation P and Q. Negation P and Q. Okay, you have the all inferences rules. We have the all inferences rules. Uh, Using simplification rule, negation P and Q. Go to the simplification. Here, simplification means P and Q is P. P and Q is P. Apply the P and Q. Uh, this simplification here, negation P and Q becomes what is the value? Apply the simplification here. Negation P and Q becomes, respond in chat box. Apply the simplification. What is the simplification? Apply the simplification. P and Q, P and Q, therefore P. This is the simplification. Means P and Q implies P. Very good. Someone responded. So negation P implies negation P. Okay, simplification is okay. What is the negation P and Q becomes a negation P. Very good. Okay, now negation P. Okay, negation P and Q concluded with negation P. Okay, next, come to the next one, next statement. R implies P. In negation P and R implies P, you apply the any inference, see the inferences formulas. Modus tollens formula. Model tollens formula. What is the model tollens formula? Negation Q, P and Q. Here negation model tollens formula. See the model tollens. Here model tollens negation Q, P implies Q is P, negation P. Negation Q, P implies Q. What is the conclusion? Negation P. So apply this model tolerance here. Here negation P, R implies P. So modal tolerance, I write here modal tolerance. Modal tolerance formula, negation Q, P implies Q. What the conclusion? Negation P. So apply this one here, negation P and R implies P. What is the conclusion? Very negation R, very good. So from these two statements, we complete with the negation R. We complete with the negation R using modal tolerance. Okay, negation P, R implies P, we conclude with the negation R. Okay, next come to the next statement. Next hypothesis. Statements also called hypothesis in textbooks. Now, what is the next statement is? Negation R implies yes. Negation R implies yes. Okay, see the modus ponens. What are the modus ponens? Modus ponens. Modus ponens is P. P implies Q. What is the conclusion? Q only. P implies Q. What is the conclusion? Q only. So from this statement, what is the conclusion? Negation R. Negation R implies yes. What is the conclusion? Yes. Very good. Conclusion is yes. Okay. Up to third statement, we are concluded with some yes. Next one is, what is the next statement? S stands to T. S stands to T. So S and S stands to T. Which reference is applied here? Yes, S stands to T. Apply the modus ponens. Here also modus ponens. Apply the modus ponens. Yes, S stands to T. What is the conclusion? Okay. Okay. T. Okay. Final conclusion is T. So what is the final conclusion? T also. So from this we conclude with T. Okay. Note down. Note down the order. I write the neatly. Okay, here the statements. Negation P and Q is the first statement. Second one is R implies P, second statement. Negation R, S is the third statement. Last one is S stands to T. Okay. We have the steps in this table. Next one is reasons. Okay, first step. What is the first? Take the first one, negation P and Q. Okay, this is the given statement. So given statement is called a hypothesis. Okay, you know the hypothesis in COSM subject. Next one is, we conclude the negation of P and Q here with some negation P. Here apply the reason is simplification. Apply the simplification, negation P. Next, you go to the next statement. R tends to P. This is the hypothesis. Okay, from this hypothesis, negation P, R plus P, we conclude with some negation R. Negation R. Okay, using modus tollens. Modus tollens. Next, go to the next hypothesis. Negation R implies yes. This is a hypothesis. It means it is a given statement. So we concluded with yes, modus ponens. Here reason is modus ponens. Next statement is S stands to T. It is also hypothesis. Yes, S stands to T is T. So it is also modus ponens. Note down, this is the solution process. After noted, respond in chat box. After noted, respond in chat box. Generally, statements are given in the sentence format. Okay, I think you feel some bore. I write directly statements. Okay, next I write the statements of this problem. Okay, noted. Here the given statements are these problem statements are given like this. The problems are given like that. Show that the hypothesis the first hypothesis is it is not sunny it is not sunny this afternoon. This is not sunny this afternoon, and it is colder than yesterday. It is colder than yesterday. This is the first hypothesis. The second one is it is not sunny this afternoon and it is colder than yesterday. So it is the conjunction, okay, and connectivity. Second one is we will go swimming only if it is sunny. We will go swimming. We will go swimming only if it is sunny. Okay. Next, third hypothesis. If we don't go swimming, then we will take a canoe trip. If we don't go swimming, if we don't go swimming, then we will take some trip. We will take some canoe trip. Okay. Last statement. That is the last statement. If we take a canoe trip, then we will be home by sunset. If we take a canoe trip, then we will be home by sunset. We will be home by sunset. Okay, these are the 4 statements. Okay, note down what I explained the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem statement. Show the hypothesis. So this leads the conclusion. The conclusion is What is the conclusion? We will be home by sunset. We will be home by sunset. This is the conclusion statement. Okay, note down. The first hypothesis or first statement is it is not sunny this afternoon and it is colder than yesterday. Second one is we will go swimming only if it is sunny. Third one is if we don't go swimming, then we will take a canoe trip. The last hypothesis or last statement is if we take a canoe trip, then we will be home by sunset. This leads to the conclusion we will be home by sunset. We will be home by sunset. Note down these statements. Okay, observe the statements, hypothesis. Okay, we represent this hypothesis with symbols. So how to represent the symbols? Using some letters. Okay, what are the statements are used to represent some symbols? Observe the statements. It is not sunny this afternoon. So you use some P symbol. It is sunny this afternoon. Okay, if P is represent the it is sunny this afternoon. Okay, someone. Okay, very good. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, use the some symbols to represent the statements. So from this hypothesis, we are represent the some statements. Here it is sunny this afternoon is someone. It is it is uh, it is sunny this afternoon. One statement. It is colder than yesterday. We will go swimming. It is sunny already there. If we don't go swimming, we will go swimming is there. We will take a canoe trip is the one there. So we are using we go to the we will be home by sunset. Okay, some symbols are there. So we are represent these statements with symbols. Then we represent the PQRST in the previous statements. So here some P represent here some P represent it is sunny this afternoon. P represent it is sunny this afternoon. Q represents it is colder than yesterday. It is colder than yesterday. Next, some R represents we will go swimming. Some yes, we will take a canoe trip. We will take a canoe trip. Final one, T. We will be home by sunset. We will be home by sunset. Okay, note down. The symbols are P, Q, R, S, T symbols are used to represent these statements. P represent it is sunny this afternoon. Q represent it is colder than yesterday. R represent we will go swimming. S we will take a canoe trip. T represent that we will be home by sunset. Note down. Okay. If you represent these statements with these symbols, PQRST symbols, what are the statements? Okay. Okay, what are the, yes. Okay, I think these sections are completed rule of inferences. Now, this statement, it is not sunny, it is not sunny this afternoon. It is colder than yesterday. Here, we are using the some symbols. It is sunny this afternoon, we using with P. So now the statement, it is not sunny this afternoon means negation P. It is the negation P. Here, what is the and? And means same. We are using and. It is colder than yesterday. So it is colder than yesterday. Represent it is colder than yesterday. Represent with the Q. So this statement is represented P negation P and Q. We will go swimming only if we take a sunny. We will go swimming. We will go swimming is represented with the. We will go swimming is represented with the R. We will go swimming is represented with the R only if it is sunny. Okay, it is sunny, we will go. If it is sunny, we will go. If it is sunny, we will go to swimming. We will go to so this is represented like we will go swimming or only if it is sunny. But it is sunny is represented with P. So here it is the R implies P. It is sunny is the P. It is going. Its swimming is R. So R implies P. If here, if you don't go swimming, if you don't go swimming means negation R. Then we will go. We will go to take a trip. We will go to take a trip is represented with the yes. So we will go to take a trip is represented with the yes. So negation R implies yes. Last one is if we take a canoe trip and means yes, then we will go, be home. So it is T. We will be home by sunset is T. So these are the statements. Negation P implies the given statements is negation P and Q, R implies P, and negation R and S and T. So the given statements is negation P and Q, R implies P, negation R implies yes, S implies T. Okay. Okay. These four statements. Okay. The conclusion is T. We solved this problem in the previous. Okay. Note down. So this is the procedure. We see the one more problem. Okay. Okay. Can you solve the problem using? Okay. Try it. Otherwise, I explain. Note down the problem. Show that the hypothesis first one is, if you send me an email message, if you send me an email message, then I will finish writing the program. Okay. Next one, if you don't send me an email message, if you don't send me an email message, then I will go to sleep early. Then I will go to sleep early. Next one is, and the last one, if I go to sleep, if I go to sleep, if I go to sleep early, then I will wake up feeling refreshed. Then I will wake up, I will wake up feeling refreshed. Leads to the conclusion, leads to the conclusion, if I don't finish writing the program, then I will wake up feeling refreshed. If I don't finish writing the program, then I will wake up refreshed. Okay, try it to solve this one. First, note down the problem. Here, there are the three hypotheses or three statements. The first one is, if you send me an email message, then I will finish writing the program. If you don't send me an email message, then I will go to sleep early. The third hypothesis, if I go to sleep early, then I will wake up feeling refreshed. I will wake up feeling refreshed. So this leads the conclusion, if I don't finish writing the program, then I will wake up feeling refreshed. I will wake up feeling refreshed. Here, what are the statements? What are the symbols we are using? Here, first note down. Okay, noted. Noted the problem. Respond chat box. Noted the problem. Okay, okay, okay. Hmm. Okay, 26. Okay. Okay. See the some. What are the statements are represented easily? You say if you send me an email message, represent with some symbol. I will finish writing the program. Represent with some symbol. Uh, Next, I will go to sleep early. Represent some symbol. Next, I will wake up feeling refreshed. This is represented with some another symbol. So here, what are the you send me an email message. One different with this statement. You send me uh, you send me an email message. Replied with some symbol. I will finish writing the program is one symbol. Uh, you send me an email message. I will go to sleep early. I will go to sleep early. Repeat some symbol. I will wake up feeling refreshed. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here using the 4 letters to represent the statements. Uh, so next one is so some P. The P here P represent this. P represent the you send me an email message. You send me an email message. Next Q represents I will finish writing the program. I will finish writing the program. R represents I will go to sleep early. I will go to sleep early. Or yes, yes represents I will wake up feeling refreshed. I will wake up feeling refreshed. Okay, note down. Okay, these 4 statements are represented with PQRS. You send me an email message, represent with the P. I will finish writing the program, represent with the Q. I will go to sleep, represent with the R. I will wake up feeling refreshed, represent with the yes. Now, what are the hypotheses? Hypotheses are represented. Uh, okay, very good response, very good response. Yes, P implies Q, negation P implies R, very good. R implies yes, very good. And what is the conclusion? If I don't finish writing the program, then I will wake up feeling sleep. So 1 minute, I show the. Yes, very good, very good. 7B, very good. Okay. Yes, see the if I don't finish writing, so that's why conclusion is negation Q R. Very good. So now the hypotheses are the first one is first hypothesis P implies Q. So what is this? If you send me an email message, then I will finish the writing the program. So P implies Q. Next statement is uh, negation. Next one is if you don't send me an email message, so negation P. So I will go to sleep early. So negation P R. Next one is if I go to sleep early, then I will wake up feeling refreshed. So R implies yes. What the conclusion? Conclusion is negation Q implies yes. Okay. Hypothesis. Step step one. So what is the first one is P implies Q. So this is the hypothesis. The contrapositive. What is the contrapositive of P implies Q? Contrapositive of P implies Q. Converse, inverse, contrapositive. Very good. Contrapositive is negation Q implies negation P. So P implies Q and contrapositive of P implies Q both are same. So P implies Q is represent negation Q implies negation P. Okay. Now what is the this is the step two. Hypothesis one. Next hypothesis two. Negation R, sorry, negation P implies R. Negation R. Negation P implies R. So syllogism P implies. So so syllogism, apply the syllogism. Negation Q implies P. Negation P implies R. Now it comes to the here negation P is P common. So it is come to the negation Q implies R. It is come to the negation Q implies R. Okay. Next, what is the next hypothesis? R implies yes. R implies yes. Now, well, again apply the syllogism. Negation Q implies R implies S. So what is the conclusion? Negation Q implies yes. Negation Q implies yes. Okay, this is the conclusion. Okay. Okay, I will explain the step by step small problems to large problems. You feel the very both. That's why I go to the large problem. Okay, next class I repeat the problems small to large. You have the idea of the rule of inferences. Okay, see the rule of inferences. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. See once again, I see the I already given P the modus ponens P implies the slides are visible. Respond chat box. Respond chat box. Slides are visible. Okay, thank you. Here, see the one by one. Modus ponens P implies Q and P. The conclusion is Q. This is the modus ponens. Okay, corresponding total is right. Next one is modus tollens. P implies Q. Negation Q is the negation P. Conclusion is negation P. Here P implies Q and P. What these two are the common. So we got the Q here. Modus ponens. So P implies Q and P. So we got the Q here. Conclusion Q. A modus tollens PQ negation Q. P implies Q negation Q. So modus tollens P implies Q negation Q case negation P only. Okay. Next one, hypothetical syllogism. P implies Q and Q implies R. P implies Q and Q implies R case. P implies R. P implies R. Q is the common. That's why P implies R. This is the syllogism. Disjunctive syllogism. PRQ negation P case. It is a Q only. Okay. Disjunction syllogism. PRQ negation P case Q only. And next, addition. Okay, P. Okay, we are at the Q. P and the conclusion is PRQ. Okay, PRQ. Simplification. P and Q is simplified with the Q only. Conclusion is Q. Conjunction. PQ, P and Q. PQ conjunction is P and Q. Dissolution. Negation PRR, PRQ. So QR, R. Negation PRR, PRQ is come to QR, QR with R. Okay. Okay, note down this. I start the quiz. If anyone not noted, please note down this one. The quiz questions contain this rule of inferences. Note down one by one. Then I start the quiz.